The philosophy of True North is still strong and relevant. As a matter of fact, others have adopted it. And though we're moving away from the image of the compass, our goal is still the same: remaining focused on every child making expected growth. Cumberland County Schools is a step above. We've moved beyond the status quo. We have put in hard and meaningful work to progress to the elite level we have reached. Working together, we have built a strong foundation. It's a foundation that empowers each student to strive further and work harder to reach their full potential. The same way we push each student to do better, we have to do better ourselves. Each person on the team has to work to keep moving themselves forward. To keep that momentum going, it is important to look at our successes and celebrate them. Celebrating our successes helps us to be able to see that the hard work we have done is paying off so we can continue to advance. And we have so much to celebrate. The Broad Foundation announced the Cumberland County Schools as one of the 4 finalists for the 2013 Broad Prize for Urban Education. The $1 Million Award is the largest educational prize in the country that is given to a single school district. It honors a system that demonstrates the greatest overall performance and improvement to student achievement while reducing the achievement gap among ethnic groups and between socioeconomic groups. We were selected by a prominent and distinguished panel of 17 people that included career educators, policy leaders, and civil rights advocacy organizations. We submitted evidence in 73 categories for review, and a team of 5 researchers paid a visit to our district. We didn't apply. We weren't nominated. Our data shows why we were chosen. This National Scholastic Award works to spread the best practices in education from city to city. Now, other school districts across the country will have the opportunity to learn from Cumberland County Schools. This national recognition shines a spotlight on the intensive work of everyone in our district involved in delivering student gains. This prize is the educational equivalent to winning the Nobel Prize, and being a finalist is highly regarded. No prize is considered more prestigious by public school educators, and to be a finalist is an honor. After numerous visits to schools and more than 800 interviews with everyone from school board members and the superintendent to parents and students, a review team presented a report that praised several practices in the Cumberland County Schools. The review team, made up of 14 educators from around the country, assessed 5 standards: purpose and direction, governance and leadership, teaching and assessing for learning, resources and support systems, and using results for continuous improvement. Our scores ranged from 2.75 to 3.40 on a 4-point scale, and we scored a 3 or above on 4 of the 5 standards. Our focus on student success, collaboration, professional development for staff, green initiatives, and the technology infrastructure are all strong reasons why we were recommended for full accreditation. This is an accomplishment that we as a community and as a school system can all be proud of. The Cumberland County Schools is committed to empowering each student to collaborate, compete, and succeed in an increasingly interconnected world. When we say all, we mean all. The CCS has a very diverse student population. We serve children from more than 44 different countries, and 70 different native languages are spoken. We are closing the achievement gap among the different racial groups we serve. The end-of-course gap between Black and white students was 23.8% in 2009, falling to 15.6% by 2012, which is lower than the state average of 20.4%. The achievement gap on average has consistently and significantly fallen in math and reading end-of-grade tests in grades 3 through 8 and science end-of-grade tests in grades 5 and 8. End-of-course tests in Algebra 1, Biology, and English 1 all show the same impressive gap-narrowing trend. It took years of hard work, making tough choices, and going the extra mile to make it here. These numbers are to be commended. We are improving and growing on every level. Our data shows that we continue to exceed expected growth. Based on the data summary from the 2011-2012 school year, approximately 92% of our schools achieved at least expected growth, with 67% of our schools achieving high growth. In fact, as a system, our overall results were in the high growth range. We have no priority or low-performing schools. Eleven of our schools were named NC Honor Schools of Excellence, and 27 were named Schools of Distinction. We have increased proficiency in every tested area, with Algebra 1, Biology, English 1, Reading in grades 3 through 5 and 6 through 8, and Science in grades 5 and 8, all showing significant increases. With the exception of one test in one grade, we made at least expected growth on every end of course and end of grade test administered by the state. The county and all of our high schools exceeded 80% and surpassed the state average. This is data we should all be truly excited about. Our ultimate goal is to see each of our students walk across the stage in their cap and gown to finally receive the diploma they have spent 13 years working to earn. The graduation rate for the 2011-2012 school year was above the state average. Seniors in the class of 2012 were awarded over $40 million in scholarships, grants, and financial aid. The class of 2013's graduation rate was above 81% and surpassed the amount of scholarships, grants, and financial aid awarded by the class of 2012 by over $8 million. Every high school in our system had a graduation rate of 80% or higher. It should give every person working for the Cumberland County Schools a grand sense of pride to know that you have contributed to the success of our students when you see them walk across the stage and travel into the next chapter of their lives. The Cumberland County Schools has more than enough reasons to be proud and celebrate. We can't rest on our laurels. We can't sit back and think that we have reached a goal, the end of the journey, so we no longer have to forge ahead. Children who are at the beginning of their K-12 adventure means that our journey does not end. It is our job to help them succeed to the paramount plateau of high school graduate. On this journey, graduates are our ultimate destination. The class of 2014 and beyond are depending on us. We must never forget where we came from or our goal of each child making expected growth. We have to keep our eyes on the ever-moving prize and push ourselves forward to the next level. If we are going to earn more prizes, more honors, and more accolades, we must keep propelling ourselves in the direction of the next goal we have set for ourselves and for our district. We have to keep elevating ourselves so we can stay a step above.